Hey guys, thanks for stopping by and hanging out and cooking with me today. I'm Chef Pam and this is Chef and More. Today we are going to be cooking Italian enchiladas. Yes, you heard me right, Italian enchiladas. And if you want to learn how to make all kind of food and dishes homemade the easy and simple way, subscribe so you won't miss any of my videos and tap that bell so you will get notified. We're going to get started right now. Okay, we're diving right in straight away. I am chopping up red bell peppers. Now we're going to be using ground chicken today for our Italian enchiladas. And you can kind of put any peppers you want in here, green peppers, yellow peppers, no peppers. But I'm going to be using red bell peppers. 1, I like the color. 2, I love the taste. Yes. So we're just chopping them up. I'm slicing them first and then just giving them a chop. Doesn't really make any difference how. You just want to make sure they're kind of even. Make sure your knife cuts are as even as possible so you won't have this big chunk of red bell pepper then this little piece of red bell pepper. Okay, so we're going to get all of this into our dish with our chicken because we're going to cook this all together, guys. And then I have 2 onions over here. You see the green onions and this regular onion right now that I'm cutting. Just want to take the outer layer off. Then I'm actually going to slice a few pieces. The green onion is going to be for the topping, the garnish on the top. So we're going to put this regular onion, this is a regular yellow onion. We're going to put it inside and cook it along with the chicken. So there's multiple ways you can actually slice an onion. You'll see different chefs do it different ways. I like to make slices first, just like I'm doing now. Then I'll take the slices and stack them up, cut them in half, set 1/2 aside, and because they're already in slices and in rings, because you know onions come in rings, once I chop them once straight down each layer, I have my onions diced. I don't have to do it again. I don't have to chop anymore. Unless, of course, I miss a piece and then I'll have to get that one chopped too. So now let's get this other half chopped so we can get that in there. Yes, quick and easy. So now, guys, we're going to finish chopping this onion, get it in the dish along with the chicken. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut up my green onion, although we're not putting it in with the chicken. I'm going to get it done so that I'll have all of my onions cut. So I'm just going to use 2, and these are also called scallions. You guys might see them in your grocery store as scallions. I've already got the bunch all washed up and clean. So now I'm just going to take the 2, I have them side by side, and I'm just again giving them a rough chop, chopping them straight down, because we're going to put this on the very top of our enchiladas before going into the oven. So we just need a couple so that we have enough to properly garnish with. Okay guys, now I've got all of my onion chopped up and we're going to prepare our sauce. I'm going to chop up some garlic cloves. Now to peel the garlic cloves, the easiest thing to do, as you can see, I'm just putting my knife on them flat side down and give it a whack. Then the skin comes off of the garlic pretty easy. And guys, another trick, garlic is pretty sticky. So I only have about 4 or 5 cloves here, but if I had to chop up quite a bit of garlic, I'd actually put a bowl of water. Just water, tap water, doesn't have to be cold or hot, just water. Put a bowl of water beside you and ever so often dip your fingers in the water. Wet fingers make cutting up, chopping up, and peeling garlic really easy because it makes your hands not sticky and then you're able to handle the garlic much better, because that's the one thing about garlic, it is real sticky. Okay, we're going to get this chopped up because this is going to go into our sauce that we're going to cook up for our enchiladas. Okay, I'm trying to chop this up a little finer just because I'm going to cook it and we don't want to bite into a big piece of garlic. So I'm going to get this all into a medium saucepan. And then we're going to add our sauce. Now guys, today I'm not making anything fancy. I'm just using regular pasta sauce. This is, I don't know if you can see that, but it's chunky garden pasta sauce. So it already has bell peppers and onions in it, and they're in chunks. So I won't be adding any more garlic. I'm sorry, not garlic. I've got the garlic in there. But I won't be adding any more onions or bell peppers to this. But I am adding about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. So we're just going to add this, then I'm going to get it on the stove and let it simmer while we finish up our enchiladas over here. And I'm also adding tomato paste, just about a tablespoon of tomato paste. Want to get that squeezed in there because tomato paste always adds flavor and body to any sauce. So while that's on the stove simmering, I have some spinach here. We're going to add spinach in here. I'm just going to give it a good rough chop because we're going to actually cook our chicken with our peppers and our onions first. Then we'll be adding in the spinach because it'll cook in the oven. We don't need to pre-cook it or anything because spinach is light in texture and it cooks really quick. So we won't add that into our skillet at all. So I'm going to get this chopped up and leave it here. And guys, we are ready to head over to our skillet. Yes. Now I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of this olive oil. Any olive oil will do. And I'm going to heat my skillet up on medium-high heat. Let that get all good and warm. And you know, when you see me put my hand over the skillet, I'm testing for the heat. If I can hold my hand over there for any length of time, my skillet is not hot. So I'm just going to add our ground chicken along with our onions and peppers all at once into our medium hot skillet. And guys, if you don't have a cast iron skillet, you can use a stainless steel skillet or non-stick skillet, whatever skillet you have, it's fine. I just like to use my cast iron skillet as much as possible. So you just want to get this stirred up, and because it's ground chicken, you want to make sure that it's all broken up into pieces. So I've got my wooden spoon here, and I'm just going to keep stirring it a little bit and chopping as I go along so that I can make sure that it's all chopped up and all mixed together. Then we're going to add in some seasonings. I've got my cumin. We're going to add in some cumin. Now this is probably about a couple of tablespoons I'm actually shaking in here. And I like cumin because it gives it that good kind of beefy taste, although it's chicken. Then we're going to add some sea salt. That's for flavor. You know, salt brings out the flavor. Then I'm adding just a drop of chili powder. That's probably about a teaspoon worth of chili powder. Then get that mixed up and let it simmer some and cook together. And then we will be ready for putting our enchiladas together. And as you stir, you want to kind of turn it over so it's cooking on the bottom will come to the top, and the top part will get a chance to cook on the bottom. So that way it'll cook evenly. So turn my oven off because we are done and ready to put it in our bowl. You know what, guys? I need to switch spoons. I have a regular spoon. I need a slotted spoon because I don't want to pick up the oil with it. I want to just get the meat and the vegetables here. See the oil in the bottom of the skillet and that's dropping off? That's why I needed to pick up a slotted spoon so that that can drain off as I put it into my bowl. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get this all in there. And now, guys, we are ready to pretty much assemble our enchiladas. If I can figure out how to arrange this counter here. But first we need to add in our spinach and our cheese. So let's get the spinach in here. We're going to get this stirred up really well so that we can have it all through our enchiladas. Yes, okay. And this is Gouda cheese that I'm using. Now you can use mozzarella or any other cheese you like. I have Gouda cheese that I'm going to mix on the inside, and then this other cheese is just shredded cheddar cheese. And so I'm putting in the Gouda cheese. Gouda cheese for me, I love the flavor of it. And it mixes well and it melts well. It melts really easy. So I love Gouda cheese. So you'll find that in a lot of recipes, I'll use Gouda cheese no matter what else I'm using. That'll be one of the cheeses that I add in there. So guys, don't do like I did here and get a bowl that's the exact same size as the amount of food you have, because it's going to be a little hard to turn and stir in. Get a bowl that's a little bigger. I don't know why I chose this bowl. I really should have had my larger mixing bowl. That would have made it easier. We could have mixed this in 1, 2, 3. But no, I had to go and get a bowl that's the same size as the ingredients that I'm using. But that's okay. We just want to get this all stirred up. Make sure it's well mixed. Everything from the bottom gets mixed in. And now it's time to assemble. Let me get this wiped down real good. I've already cleaned it and sanitized it again, so just want to make sure it's good and dry. We have our flour tortillas that we'll be using, and this is some coconut oil, guys. I like to just spray the bottom of my pan a little bit just to ensure nothing sticks. And then we're going to go ahead and fill our wraps and get them in the container. But first, you must put your sauce down for enchiladas. You want about half of your sauce on the very bottom of the dish. So you just spread it out, nothing fancy. You just want to cover the entire bottom part of the dish. Make sure you only use half, because you'll need to save the other half because we need to top that on our enchiladas. So just spread it out. Make sure it's not too thick. You don't want to use all your sauce on the bottom. You want some on the top as well. Okay, so we have that done, and now I think we are actually really ready to put these enchiladas together, guys. Yes, I know I said that a couple of times, but I think we're really ready now. Okay, so you just want to take one flour tortilla wrap at a time, and you're going to put a couple of spoonfuls of mixture right in the center. Just put it in the center the long way. Make sure it's kind of even. Oh, look at that cheese, guys. See, I told you that Gouda cheese melts easy. Yum. Just make sure it's pushed to the center. Then you want to fold it over going away from you, then fold both ends towards the middle, and then flip it over and place it on top of your sauce, seam side down. Okay, let's do that again so we make sure you guys catch that. Yes, that's really cheesy, guys. This cheese is just, ooh, I want to eat some right now. Okay, again, we're putting it in the middle. Get all this off of my spoon. And about 2 or 3 spoons. This is just a regular tablespoon that I'm using. So just put about 2 or 3. You don't want to overfill it because then you'll have a hard time closing the wrap. Fold it over, going away from you. You want to fold that over, then fold both ends in, just like you would fold a burrito. This is the same way, or at least this is the same way I fold my burritos, guys. Okay, seam side down. Yes. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these banged out, and then after that we can get these in the oven, and they will be tasty. I cannot wait. Yes. All right, guys, I have them all assembled now, and this is a 9 by 13 inch pan, and I have 8 enchiladas in here, 6 going the long way and the 2 that you can see on the side. So you just want to now top them with the rest of the pasta sauce. Now you don't have to cover the entire plate, the entire container of enchiladas. You don't have to cover it completely, but you do want it to be over the majority of it. It's kind of good to have a little of the tortilla showing. It'll look good on presentation in the end of it. So just put your sauce on there, and guys, you can just take it and pour it on there, but I like to put it on there with a spoon. That way, if I'm missing any spots or anything, I can see and I can recover and get it done. Okay, just get this last of this little bit out of here. Then, after that, guys, we're going to get our cheese on there. We're just sprinkling it on the top of wherever the sauce is. You don't need to cover it completely with cheese because you want your sauce to come through as well. So you just want to go ahead and get the cheese. Make sure you cover all of it, but don't put it all over the sides where it's covering all of the tortilla shells where you can still see the white part, and don't completely have so much cheese that you're covering all of your sauce. So let's just get the last of our cheese, and get that on there, and then we're going to top it with our onions that we cut up earlier. This is the 2 green onions, or scallions if you want to call them that. They are called scallions as well. We're just sprinkling them on over the top. It brings out a lot of color. You've got white, red, yellow, green, beautiful presentation. It's just really gorgeous in colors, and I love colorful dishes, guys. I really do. So I'm just going to put the rest of these on here. Let's make sure I use all of my ingredients up. Don't want to waste any. And now, guys, we are getting ready to go in a 375-degree oven for about 25 minutes. And there you have it, all done. Yes, look at that, guys. We are all done with our beautiful Italian enchiladas. Yum! And guys, if you like these how-to videos that I'm doing and creating, please consider subscribing and supporting me over on Patreon. I have the link down in the description as well as here. And guys, leave me some comments. Give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll always get all of my videos. Tap the bell so you'll get notified when I upload my videos and go live doing my live cooking demos. Thank you guys again so much for hanging out and cooking with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you all. You make my day. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.